So, for my first game, I'm facing an undead as human. Because I've been reading up on strategies on the Warcraft 3 wikia, and I figured human sounded pretty cool. So I read up a few build orders, and, of course, because I suck terribly, I'm going to screw them up for you. So, I go with the Altar of Kings first. Don't know why, really. He goes with his Altar of Darkness, followed swiftly by a Ziggurat. Pick up my farm. We're going to speed this up because this is, I must say, incredibly boring. Start up a barracks. He gets his crypt up. Ziggurat. And for now, I'm going to pass the mic over to Dogman.
Hey everybody, on Gilkinese's channel, I am Dogman, of course, and I'm commentating with him for this, so I'm just going to comment on this stuff, and this is the real Dogman L42. Goodbye.
Yes, indeed, he is commenting with me. So, anyway, in the meantime, I got my paladin and footman out at about, I'd say, the 1 minute, the 2 minute mark, somewhere around there. So I go out to creep. He, meanwhile, has gotten his crypt lord out. No, hardly any ghouls to speak of, though. Going for a cannibalize. And I continue pumping out footmen. Nearly 17, let's see. I have 20 out of 36 pop to his 23 out of 40. So currently I outnumber him. Right now, I possibly could attack, but I'm totally terrified that he's a pro. Because Battle.net has the annoying tendency to connect me with high-level players. In fact, one game I was with a level 26. No idea why. So, anyway. Still not doing much, just a little bit of creeping action currently. He's building a graveyard for early tech, apparently. This is odd, in my opinion. Very odd. So he's researching Crypt Fiend, Gargoyle, Destroyer, and Frostworm damage. So we continue creeping. I get a second expansion up. So, currently, he has 39 out of 40 pop, and I have 42 out of 48. I outnumber him in workers, but his army is actually larger than mine and more advanced. Yeah, see here? He's even got a little healer and a ton of these annoying carrion beetles. So I go in for a failed skirmish. I lose a footman here, I believe. Yes, right here. Footman. So that was a complete and total waste. So I meet up with him here. I've finally gotten around to getting defend. So his upgraded crypt fiends are nearly useless. Good. So I'm microing to attack him to the point of stupidity, just letting his units bang on me until I finally corner that crypt fiend. Target the next one. So he's just targeting my hero. Get that other crypt fiend down. Level up. Get divine shield right here. And right there. Perfect timing on the divine shield. Or at least near perfect. So anyway, he's still following me slightly. And my footmen are just beating him down. I'm just running. And he is still following, apparently. No idea why he does this. Gets a couple hits off on me, nothing major.
I think I'm better than you. I suck at everything.
So his micro is better than mine, but he made the same mistake I did. He is chasing my single unit, not paying attention. So he's doing nothing here at the base. But in a couple seconds, I remember that, oh, yes, I should definitely be building some more footmen. I eventually remember that. Don't know when. So he's still doing nothing. And look at all these resources I've built up. What a waste. What a waste. I'm doing nothing with those. I could already have a keep and be upgrading to a castle, but no. Nope, I just chose to stockpile resources. In my early days, I thought that was a good idea. I really don't know why. And he finally gets my hero there, and I quickly avenge him. He doesn't even run, even though he could easily outrun my defended footmen. So, I've got 46 out of 78 food, and he is decimated. Absolutely decimated. 21 out of 40. And finally, he's gone back into researching. Lots of crypt fiends, apparently. And I squash any remaining forces. Continue pumping out those footmen. And I've finally gotten around to make my keep. Doing nothing about this new tech, just continuing with the tier 1 footmen, apparently. Speed this up a little bit. Get up a Griffin Avery and Arcane Sanctum. I go back to creeping. He goes back from trying to recover from the blow I dealt him. So I build up my third expansion. Then I start coming up here to don't know what exactly, but I come up here to raid him. So he's got his hero back up. Crypt Fiend, 2 Carrion Beetles, and 3 towers. And I just go in there and get owned quite wonderfully. And I lose 2 footmen, and for what? 80 damage. What a trade-off. What a trade-off. So he comes to fight me. Now, normally, I target the Carrion Beetles for some reason instead of the hero. So my force is here getting owned very badly. I don't even retreat, just waiting for reinforcements or something. Just continue soaking up this damage, and I've done absolutely nothing to him. Absolutely nothing. I've lost almost all of my footmen now, and almost all of them are injured. 80 health. Nothing. 66, 67. Not good. And that's another one down, and finally I get around to getting those reinforcements there. Town Hall building. And I get around to pumping out priests. Now, I'm so enthralled with this fight, apparently, that I forgot to upgrade the castle. And I'm also not producing any air units whatsoever. And I'm pumping out of 1 barracks and 1 Arcane Sanctum and 1 Griffin Avery instead of 2 of each. So that's more resources just absolutely and totally wasted. And he's up here. Apparently, he's pumping out gargoyles now. Gargoyles indeed. And, of course, I don't see this. Nothing, just see vision of a bit of his base. So he's got gargoyles coming in. He's got air, and I don't even have ranged units except for these priests, which are pretty much worthless as fighting units. So this is not going to end well. Not at all. Not at all. He's still building Crypt Fiends, apparently, even though he saw my footman with the defend upgrade. This is funny. Very funny. Speed up a little bit. So I'm just sitting outside his base, just totally afraid of attacking. I should have attacked. I should have, because now he's got more gargoyles out, and he's got more units out. I still have more. Alright, and finally I get around to attacking. Actually, now that I've got a considerable force of footmen, I actually do a little bit of damage, and I'm just letting I actually got around to spending my gold. Not the wood, though. Not the wood. So I'm just wasting these resources that could be spent upgrading. And fail micro. Here I've got my priest back here doing absolutely nothing. No healing, nothing. So he's coming back down here with his air units that are just... Look at this. They're just... That's quite a bit of damage, and it's not very fast, but still, I can't target these units. I cannot target these. So I take that last tower down, and finally realize, oh god, I'm screwed. Apparently, he's got 2 gargoyles and a force quite a bit more upgraded than mine. So I'm like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, I gotta get out some Griffin Riders. Now I've gone into production of knights, finally. And he's just chasing me because he knows he has the upper hand. He knows it. We both know it. This fight is not my fight. He's got air units. And so, since my Griffin Rider's almost out, I decided, hey, I'll take a little damage. Engage his smaller but stronger force. Gargoyles. I've actually managed to take no casualties, and he doesn't even realize that right now I'm owning one of his I'm just owning one of his ogres right now. Am I going to get it? No. But I delayed him, so that's a couple less units in the field that could have been used to do other things. And he says, good fight. I get my Griffin Rider out here, and now I have my air superiority, and I have all my more land units than him, and he declares good game here. Well, what I learned from this, I learned that I suck at microing. That's what I learned. Indeed I do. And that's all. See you later, YouTube.